Hey everyone, so I am so excited about today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with y'all my top favorite homeschool items. We have been homeschooling for nearly 15 years. We've been homeschooling for a long time, and my oldest two daughters, so we have always homeschooled. My oldest two have now graduated from our homeschool, which is another exciting season. But today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top favorite items for homeschooling. We have been through a lot of seasons and changes, items, curriculums, pencils, oh my, everything that you can think of. And so today I'm going to share with you just kind of my top favorite things looking back at our homeschool journey. And at the end of the video, I have an amazing giveaway that I'm going to share with y'all as well. So be sure to watch all the way to the end. Okay, so my number one favorite homeschool item that I have to share with y'all is good read alouds. So I'm actually going to share a few with y'all because I couldn't just pick one. I was looking at my bookshelf. I could not choose just one. If I had to choose just one, it would be the Little House on the Prairie series. It is so beautiful, so rich, full of character. There's so much good conversation that has stemmed from reading these books to my kids. Obviously, you can watch the TV show with your family as well. There is actually the Prairie Primer, so you can do a whole unit study and just study, the time period, hands-on activities. There's the Little House Cookbook. There's so much, like you could go through these books for honestly more than one school year. It is just so rich, and we have absolutely loved this. We have gone through this a few times. My kids, all of them, all ages, have absolutely loved Little House on the Prairie. So then, like I said, I could not choose just one. I'm a little nostalgic. So the next one would be Anne of Green Gables. Anne of Green Gables actually really, I think, is what developed a real love for reading in my oldest daughter. As you can see, it's been very well loved. It's actually, I believe, held together by tape, so I need to be careful. I first gave her, I can never remember if it's the unabridged or the abridged version, the shortened version. I first gave her that and she loved it. And now Reagan will be reading through that same shortened version. And then we got her the series. Absolutely love it. There's also different movies. So I really enjoy, reading a book to the kids and then having a movie to go along with it. And that's been with Anne of Green Gables. So good read alouds with your kids. Give them the wholesome content that you can just all enjoy as a family, all ages. It matters more than what you think. And like looking back now, having had older kids, that have homeschooled that are now in high school, like it just gives them a very good foundation. So more books. So instead of twaddle books and stuff like that, we have it in our house. I'm not saying that we don't, we do, but just making sure that they get the good, rich material as well. So to go along with Anne of Green Gables is Road to Avonlea. So this was a TV show whenever I was a kid, and I found it on DVD for my kids to watch. First, I got the books. Again, Taylor specifically absolutely love these. Okay, now absolutely love E.B. White, Stuart Little, Charlotte's Web. These have been a favorite as well. And the Trumpet Swan. I mix things up. That book as well. Anyways, very good, rich read alouds. It adds so much to your homeschool. So we will start our homeschool with a morning time, and I will read a chapter from whatever book we are going through at the time. And then we will add a couple other things. And our morning time is fairly simple with a read aloud, Bible devotion. Sometimes we'll have a hymn or a song, and then that's really it. Then we jump into our regular subjects. I could totally talk about read alouds for a long time, in case you couldn't tell. So moving on to my next item would be watercolor set. So watercolors are absolutely so fun to work with. And if you get the good quality sets, it's even better than just the Crayola little palettes. This set right here, I think this is Addison's second or third set, honestly, but she was gifted this. It's Winsor & Newton. And it really helped. So in Charlotte Mason Homeschool, so this is a newer set, she really wants you to be inspired by giving your kids good quality art material instead of just the cheapest thing. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, well, I am trying to stretch a budget, right? And so I didn't dive into that. But once I did, I saw such an improvement in my kids' creativity and artwork when they are actually using like good quality, mediums. So a beautiful watercolor set. So Addison painted for water, and actually Taylor paints as well. So does Payton. She painted. Addison is the one who probably dove into it the most. Taylor did for a long time, but then she got into photography. Addison still paints. So here is a big watercolor set as well. I picked that one on Amazon though, so I will pop up a picture here for y'all to see. But just using quality materials for our kids really does make a difference. We'll do Art Hub on YouTube, and he says, instead of like color drawing with pencil, you draw with a permanent marker at first. And I think it makes a big difference is all I can say. As you can see, loved watercolor set. Addison is a true artist. She is now working with oil paints. I will dabble in watercolor painting as well. I feel more comfortable with that than oil paints. This is to give y'all an example of artwork that Addison can do. This she made for Nathan for Father's Day. This is with oils though. But I wanted to share watercolor sets with y'all and encourage you about getting the quality sets of what you can afford. Mind you, this set I don't think is too much. If I'm remembering correctly, it's like $15. So not too bad. I said 15. Sometimes 15 sounds like 50. 15. I actually took these from Addison. I need to return them. So just quality materials. So then the next set that I wanted to share with y'all is a good marker set. So I would love to have one of these myself. I think 3 of my oldest daughters have their own set. These markers specifically are so fun. They are double-sided. So, you have the fine tip, and they last for a very long time. Like we've had this set for years at this point. Work very well. I do think that this is also worth the investment. So I will grab these for my girls and use them from time to time. Good quality materials. So watercolors and marker set. And then like I had a hard time narrowing it down. I wanted to add sewing and embroidery, thread and yarn for crocheting and all of that. But if narrowing it down, I share with y'all about watercolors and markers. Just getting creative with your kids, spending time with them. Even like I am not an artist at all, but it's still fun to like watch a video and kind of go along with your kids because it's never too late to have fun and learn right along with our kids, right? Okay, so my next item gets into more of the practical side of things because like it's great to have fun. We have good read alouds. We have the beautiful art materials so that we can just create and have a good time, but we need the functionality. We need the practical. A good quality pencil sharpener is worth its weight in gold. If you know the struggles, For years, we only had the hand, crank one. And with that, I would even have to say good quality pencils, not the Dollar Tree pencils with cute designs on them. They break. I can never say the word Tarragona pencils. It is worth it. It is worth the extra money in those pencils, just as a pencil sharpener. And then one year I was able to splurge and get an electric pencil sharpener, and oh my goodness, game changer. As you can see, we use it a lot. I didn't even clean it up for y'all. It absolutely helps homeschool go by. Like just it helps your day go smoother if you can take care of your pencils because inevitably they break and you can sharpen it really fast. Okay, now still a practical item, a laminator. I absolutely love having a laminator. And now Amazon has one of their brand, just Amazon Basics. It is super affordable. Same laminator sheets. And what I really like about this model is it is more compact. Like this is it. This is all that goes to it. You just stick your sheet, with your paper in it, and then it comes through the other side. The options are endless with a laminator as well, from making charts, folder games. We even do bookmarks or homemade ornaments with a handprint or a picture, laminate it, and then, it's going to last for a long time as well. With having a big family, we have reused most of our like younger school items, preschool, kindergarten, so on and so forth. So I have a whole thing that's been laminated and I pull those items out and they have been used time and time again Now, if they weren't laminated, they wouldn't last that long, but having a laminator is a huge deal and it helps your homeschool so much. Okay, so my next two items I do not actually have, but we have had them in the past, and I still wanted to share this with you guys, but I will pop up a picture here. And so this would be a butterfly set. So a while ago we had, you know, the little net butterfly set, and my kids would find out in our yard a cocoon on, you know, a branch, a leaf, a flower, and we would save it and put it in the butterfly net, and we could watch it, you know, grow into a butterfly. It's probably one of the coolest things that you can do with your kids. Absolutely love it. You can actually send off, when you get one of these butterfly sets, to have the cocoon sent to you, but you can also just find them outside as well. It is just beautiful. So you can add books to that, you know, art projects, and just make it a complete unit study of learning about, you know, the changes, metamorphosis, and how butterflies grow from a caterpillar. It's a lot of fun. It's a great learning opportunity. So next thing would be a butterfly set. And then moving from that, I would add a rock tumbler. Okay, I had one of these as a kid. Did anybody else have a rock tumbler as a kid? They are so fun. You just get these rocks that are so basic and ugly and boring, but once you put it in the rock tumbler and put it through this processing, they come out as beautiful gems. Again, another great learning opportunity for the kids. You can make bracelets from those gems that come out of the rock tumbler. We had one of these. We don't have it anymore, but I would totally do it again with the kids. I will say it is kind of loud whenever it's running, so having it like out in a garage is beneficial. But you can learn, you can turn it into a unit study, add books and add projects to this rock tumbler. I think just doing hands-on items with your kids just help bring everything to life so that they can see, they can touch, they can feel. It'll also help them remember, you know, and how the rocks and gems are formed. Very, very cool in your homeschool. The next few items are going to focus on the homeschool mom. Being a homeschool mom, we pour into our kids, into our family, and our house every single day. So it is important that we take care of ourselves. We can focus on all the details, but if we don't take care of ourselves, we're not going to have the energy to carry it through. So it's important to fill ourselves up. So the first item that I want to add to that is Mom Heart Moments. So this is a devotional, and it is beautifully written. It is by Sally Clarkson. If you've been a part of my channel for a long time, I have shared this many times because I really do enjoy it. It goes off the date, so April 16th. Then it has a scripture, a little devotion, and she shares her heart. And then at the end of it, she asks the question, how are you doing with whatever you are waiting on today? So it just gives us a moment to pause and fill ourselves up, spend some time with the Lord before we continue to pour out every day. So a good devotional. My next item would be a tumbler. Now I picked out a super cute tumbler for you guys on Amazon, so I will pop that up here so that y'all can see a picture. I really liked it. But then just a good tumbler to fill up with water to make sure that we are hydrating ourselves, and set a goal for yourself, whether you drink 3 or 4 of these a day. Making sure that you are hydrating yourself, it honestly can cure just a lot of things that might be the matter, whether you're having headaches or you're tired, you know, just sluggish, all of that. Making sure that we have enough water in us is so important. All right, so my next item is a good tote bag. So I picked out a super cute one for you guys. It is on Amazon. I will pop up a picture here. I just really liked it. You can never have too many tote bags. We need it for every area of our lives, running errands, the library, you know, homeschooling, what have you. This is my tried and true tote bag that I have been using for a very long time at this point. It is obviously Mickey Mouse. It's super cute. It is still holding strong. We got it when we went to Disney World. It's got a little love on it, but it does the job. So this is like my co-op bag. I will fill this up what I need for co-op, and this is what comes with me. And then my kids know that's mom's co-op bag. Grab it. Having a dedicated bag for different things is a huge help. So the last favorite item that I want to share with you guys in our homeschool is using teaching textbooks math. We have been using them for, well, probably 8 or 9 years now, pretty much nonstop. We absolutely love using teaching textbooks. It has been a game changer for us. Teaching textbooks grades the problems from the kids. It teaches the lesson. It gives them practice problems and the lesson. If you happen to need additional help or support, on a math problem, Teaching Textbooks is there as well. It has been a huge blessing in our homeschool, knowing that my kids are getting a good quality education in math, and it is a weight lifted off of me because the curriculum teaches them and grades it. Game changer. I cannot speak highly enough of it. And at this point, we have, used it through high school. My oldest two daughters have used it all the way through, from geometry, algebra 2, and they have done very well with it. And if, again, when we've needed additional support, we've called Teaching Textbooks, and they have helped tutor on the problems that the kids have needed help with. So that leads me into this amazing giveaway. I'm so excited to be a part of this. So we are going to have 4 lucky winners. So 4 of y'all are going to win a subscription for the year to Teaching Textbooks, okay? And then 1 of y'all will not only get, so there's going to be 1 big winner, and then 3 people will get the Teaching Textbook subscription. The 1 big winner will get the Teaching Textbook subscription, and then 3 of the physical items that I shared with you guys. So of my homeschool favorites, y'all will get a Teaching Textbook subscription and 3 of the items that I've shared, from anywhere from the read alouds to the devotion, the tote bag, water bottle, art items. It's going to be random out of those items, okay? So it is so easy to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is leave me a comment on this video. Maybe share with me your favorite homeschool items. I would love to hear from y'all and chat with y'all in the comments. So again, 4 lucky winners, 4 winners for Teaching Textbooks subscription. And then 1 of those winners is also going to get 3 of my favorite items that I've shared with you guys. Leave me a comment below. I cannot wait. And I'm just going to do a random pick for the 4. And I cannot wait to see who wins. So, check your email that I will be contacting you that you have won. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, hearing my homeschool favorites. I hope that you all are doing well and getting ready for the homeschool year that is coming up so fast. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see y'all in the next video.